Okay, let's do our due diligence here to start. Let's make sure we're live in all the places we need to be. Looking good on Twitch. Let's check the all-important YouTube. And we are live on the YouTubes as well. Live on the tubes, live on the Twitch. All good to go. All right, so what we're going to do now is skip these guys. Get to a room. We'll get to the Splatoon in a second. I'm going to go ahead and make ourselves a little room. And B Jones, welcome B Jones. Good to see you, man. Happy pre-Thanksgiving to you. Sneeps, welcome back, Sneeps. And Exodus 1228. Good to see you again, man. It's fun hanging out with you yesterday. And you as well, Sneeps. So let's go ahead and get the weed part of this started. And we'll do this first pre-Thanksgiving dab for our three friends, B Jones, Sneeps, and Exodus. Let's get started here. No fancy camera tricks this time. Okay, nice little dab here to start. Tasty. Almost out of our cherry wildfire. Tastes just like homemade. All right, that is dab one down the drain. We've got our volcano heating chamber ready to go in just a moment. After we played some Splatoon, clean this bad boy out. Neat. I have to cough pretty extensively. I'm going to mute the mic for a second. Sorry about that. Thought I had to blow my nose too. Made it past it. This is a big old dab to start. All right, well, we are going to be Splatooning. Pissman, welcome back. Pissman, good to be seeing you. It's been a moment, Cray J. Oh, and we've got Katie B back. Katie B asks, what you smoking today? I think that is... Oh, that was Cherry Wildfire. Was the thing we just dabbed, and I think it's Skywalker still that we have as our flower for the volcano. Exodus said that cough sounded painful. Wasn't too bad. I've had some worse. All things considered, it was not too bad. All right, so oh, and we've also got Looney Doo, which I'm guessing means dead. Pidgety, probably not far behind. Let's start with some Splatoon, just run in with the rookie crew to start, or the solo queue. I do have some exciting Splatoon news to share, guys. Some really exciting Splatoon news to share, but I'm gonna wait just a moment, and then we'll drop it all at once. And many of you guys will go, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And I'll say, I understand, but I'm still excited for myself. But we're going to start in the right headspace here. Perfect team color to start. I truly have a tough time distinguishing this color between green and yellow. Lives somewhere very much in between. But it's pleasant to look at. Well, this is a brutal looking start for us on the greenish yellow team. Making my own contribution to that shitty start by swimming straight into a bomb. Not sure what old Sheesh was doing there. Well, I'm not sure where either team really is, to be honest. Thanks for the booster, teammate. Sorry you died in the process. Oh, this is a bad place to be! Damn it! Ah, man. Messed that up. Had a good chance to do some damage in their base. But not meant to be. Oh, although thanks to my teammates' power juice, I spawned back immediately, and I still have all of my crab tank special. So thank you, teammate. Extra. Well, I don't really put it to much use, but I still appreciate it. My crab tank was murdered by a killer whale in moments. Oh, sweet! Looks like we've turned this one around quite a bit. Only 10 seconds to go, but not a lot of time that means for purple to make a comeback. Beautiful. Unreleased, welcome back. Grovel, good to see you, man. Hopefully your first day with your Toyota Prius provided you excellent fuel economy. And, well, I don't know what else I was going to say about your Prius, and then still congratulations. Hope you're enjoying that new car smell. The ever-elusive new car smell. Often tried to be replicated, but never successfully duplicated. That mix of plastic and chemical odorants and deodorants, it's something special, and no matter how many novelty candles try to make the new car smell, nobody's gonna nail it just right. Unreleased, welcome, man. Says, hey man, what's good? Hope you're doing well and staying medicated. Yes sir, doing great, thanks for asking. And of course, happy Thanksgiving Eve to everyone out there. Exodus, remembering the first time he did his dab, he said he hacked his lungs out for a solid 3 minutes while everyone laughed. Good times. And he's even got a little wistful for the days of being an amateur smoker. Don't we all? Don't we all have those wistful memories? I certainly remember my first dab, and Exodus, you are not alone in being in a group of people that laughing at your misfortune. It's a tried and true recipe for your first dab. KDB asking in chat a great question: what everybody's doing for Thanksgiving this year? What kind of traditions they have, if they have any at all? I know I'd love to hear them too. And KDB, why don't you start us off and let us know what cool things you do for Thanksgiving or don't do for Thanksgiving. I almost bungled that up, and I'm still about to. Still alive, still alive, still alive. God, there's so many people that want me dead right now. Oh my God, I'm still alive for the moment. I'm not sure how much longer this can last. Oh no! That makes sense. Pretty slow start for me here, although Orange Team seems to be holding it down out there just fine. Oh, that's gonna be bad. That's gonna be bad. And that was a amazing reef slide by Addy on the blue team, wiping us out and reversing their fortunes immediately with one well-priced shark ride. Just trying to sneak around, didn't make it. Hopefully I was able to pull him off a little bit so our team can get out there and do some damage. 45 seconds to go. Blue is definitely ahead, but I hope we've got the chance to turn it around. Crab tank would be very useful right now. Oh boy, I have no idea. I'm gonna guess we lost, but we gave it a hell of a shot. Ooh, that's gotta be them. Close game though. Close game, everybody. Damn. Well, let's see what everybody is doing for Thanksgiving. Exodus says that the crab tank, I heard, the crab tank being, I think, the blob lobber, is overpowered if you use it right. Well, Exodus, the blob lobber is my main weapon of choice. While I am not good with it, I would like to believe it is stronger than most. And I might have to bring it back out on this stream. Pissman taking Katie's question and saying he's going to do some eating on Thanksgiving. Well, I hope, speaking of Pissman, we've got him here in our room. And PP Boy slash CrayJ slash Pissman. After this round, we will make a room instead of just dropping in, so that way we can guarantee on the same team. And I'll do our first volcano bag in the meantime. Unreleased asked what people are smoking as well at the moment. I think I already answered mine. Maybe some others will be happy to chime in. Unreleased is also one of our friends from the UK, so we also know that Unreleased not going to be celebrating that Thanksgiving over there in the United Kingdom. You know, I'm actually, this is a little embarrassing to admit out loud. Unreleased, does the UK have any kind of equivalent holiday? I'm not aware of one. I know in Canada there's like a Canadian Thanksgiving, but I'm struggling to think if I know of any sort of equivalent holiday in the UK. I mean, a lot of countries have a quasi-ish Thanksgiving excuse to feast, nationally holiday thing, but everybody's is a little different, and some people don't really have one at all. And I don't know about England. And then to answer the question myself, nothing super big planned this year. Not going to be visiting anybody or going anywhere super exciting. I'm going to go see the Knives Out sequel at a very cool, bougie movie theater called the Alamo Draft House. My favorite. But other than that, no big plans. Not anti-Thanksgiving in the least, just nothing planned this year. And happy to take it nice and easy. And what they're now calling the tridemic. Oh, that's a vacuum gun. Don't feed that beast. Well, looking real good for blue team at the moment. Well, I kind of asked for that one, but all things considered, can't say I'm too worried about our chances on this one. They really tried there in the last second. They really, really tried. Katie asks, or Katie says, in response to their question about their Thanksgiving traditions, which I'm excited to see, says they're hosting for the first time at their house. Fortunately, there will be lots of hands to help, so that helps. Oh, well, good luck to you, Katie. I'm sure that's got to be an intimidating process, doing the whole Thanksgiving thing yourself. Katie, what are you making specifically? What are you, other than just having the place to host, which of course is bukus of stress? Are you making the turkey? Are you making the ham? Those pumpkin pies, the stuffing? How much do they put on you? Yes, man. I'm going to make ourselves a room. I hope you will join me if you are interested. And while that is happening, I'm going to switch over to our other camera here. And I'm going to grab our first bag. Volcano bag of the day. Which we'll dedicate to just everybody here in Chatland on this Thanksgiving Eve. This is the day that Squanto met the Pilgrims and something. We don't hear much about old Squanto anymore. He was a big part of the Thanksgiving lore and of my youth, but old Squanto just doesn't get mentioned much anymore. I don't know. I assume. Now I just have one of those things. It's like, am I even saying that name correct? That can't be right. And now I'm really nervous that I just made up an Indian, a Native American with a really awful sounding name. That just can't be true. There must be a guy like that in history. And I assume everything I learned about him in elementary school must all be apocryphal. He may have existed, but I don't think anything I would have learned about his relationship and his relationship with early English settlers would be very true. But those are just suspicions. John Guy, welcome, John. Says, hey man, I think I'm going to be eating my girl for Thanksgiving. What are you all doing? No cap, for real. I keep that glizzy on my thigh, so I know my ding don't get shot. Well, good. Good for you and good for your girlfriend or girl. I guess that she could be your fiance or your wife or side piece. Didn't specify. That sounds like a very fun way to spend Thanksgiving. healthy, wholesome, and well, I'm not really sure what glizzy on my thigh, so my ding don't get shot means. I wish you two the best, and uh, just be careful with the whipped cream. It can get messy. Well, Pissman, I'm not sure where Pissman is. Oh, I forgot to switch back over. Hopefully he's going to join us here again. All right. John, though, clarifies that he hopes that we will all have a Thanksgiving from the two of them, him and his girl. That's very kind of you to say, John Guy, and I hope you and your girl have a wonderful, horny Thanksgiving, filled with, big, thick thighs, but that's not how you describe a turkey leg. That's not a thigh. I can't be held responsible for what I'm saying right now. Okay. Unreleased. Claire follows up about my asking about UK's potential for a English Thanksgiving, which I didn't think they had. He says, for some strange reason, they do not. They only celebrate such things as St. Patrick, such as Christmas, St. Patrick's Day, and other ones. He's not too sure on them all himself. Unreleased, that is what I thought, that UK did not actually have one. It's a weird thing here in the States. It's an odd tradition. I kind of like it. I think it's pretty cool. I understand people who have their qualms with it, both as a cultural tradition and a historical one. But outside of the shopping madness that follows it, on the whole, a pretty good holiday here in the United States, for whatever that means. But actually, if you're in the United States, there's this bizarre thing where everybody talks about how much they love. Thank you for joining us again, by the way, Pissman. Everybody loves talking about how much they love Thanksgiving and how it's their favorite holiday and how much they love getting together with family, and it's such a great time. But the second biggest part about Thanksgiving, other than the bromides about how much you love it and you love being around your family, the second biggest component about Thanksgiving in the United States is how much you just want to get away from your family and you want to watch things on the TV that make it so that you don't have to talk to each other and get annoyed by each other. There's this really weird Jekyll and Hyde nature of our Thanksgiving thing. It's like, oh, we're America, we love our family, and, you know, it's so great to see your aunts and uncles and grandparents. But at the same time, God, Grandma and Grandpa fucking suck, and I really don't want to have to hear them. And, sorry, I thought someone was knocking at the door. That was Grandma and Grandpa for a second. But I think they're dead, so. Bad place to be! Oh my god, why did that guy... Oh, Umbrella Guy got me. I cannot... Don't have the smarts for Umbrella Guy, but feel very, very satisfied about taking out that bubble shield dude. He should not have died there. Gotta stay away from that wave break. Who? Taken out by a blaster? scary weapons with a scary pop pop noise that lets you know it's coming. Nasty, welcome, Nasty. Oh my god, amazing job by Penguin, swimming right around my side and taking me out from the back with a crab tank. That is an amazing play on his part. Almost certainly saved his buddy's life right there in front of him. My god, amazing job again from the blaster guy, out maneuvering me on a crab tank all by himself and making it look like it was no effort in the process. Ooh, I do not know where this one's gonna end up. Fingers crossed it's gonna be for us, which looks to be the case. Very nice. Unreleased also says, would you ever intend on playing a horror game? And Exodus says, it would be cool to see him play. Great question. Certainly has crossed my mind. I have a weird relationship with horror video games. Okay, I'm sorry. Here we go with a rant. Let's get through this. Let's do some bag. Oh, sweet. We got somebody waiting to join us. Let's see who it's going to be. Roku, welcome, Roku. Thanks for being here. I guess I should try streaming horror games. I don't particularly like survival horror video games. I enjoy horror games where it is not survival horror per se. But there's something about the classic, like, say, Resident Evil 1 or 2, 1, 2, or 3, Silent Hill 1 or 2, Amnesia, any of the classic, you are extremely underpowered against the odds. It is more about stealth and Alien Isolation is another game that I just cannot stand. I find them too nerve-wracking. The tension just, it destroys me. I cannot deal with survival horror games where, you know, there is something that can kill you instantaneously. You do not have the ability to overcome the odds. All you've got is your wits and your patience to survive the odds, and I'm not built for them, which is strange to me because I do love horror in all other mediums. I love horror movies, I love horror literature, but horror games, especially the ones where it is all about just trying to do your damnedest to survive things that can obliterate you without blinking. I find them too much, too intense. But I do love a horror game where you you slaughter some fools. Give me a Dead Space, give me a Resident Evil 4, love them. Actually, Resident Evil 4 on the Meta Quest 2, still hate saying that, was one of the best games last year. I loved it so much. But that's because Leon can really kill anything. And that's really kind of the deciding factor, is I'm too much of a chicken to hide all game. Alien Isolation is maybe the scariest thing ever created in my estimation, man. Alien Isolation, of course, being the Sega-produced Alien game from like 2013, 2014. It's too much, too scary, too intense. I'm a little crybaby. I think, though, unreleased, that is all the more reason, of course, why I should stream. Do you have any hints on what game would be most fun to stream? Any suggestions in the horror genre? I would be interested also in playing those, like, dark picture or something games. The ones where you basically just make the decisions for the characters. And then watch all the teenagers get killed by, you know, slasher bullets. Oh shit, it's so close. I thought we were winning. Maybe not. Exotic music, not Exodus music. Exotic music says, hi, I'm Nance, loving the stream. Well, hi, Nance. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with us. And cool you were here for a victory. Exodus says, I can picture Wheats playing Insomnia or the Five Nights at Freddy's games for shits and gigs. Insomnia, terrifying. I've never played any of the Five Nights at Freddy's games. I mean, those were kind of the original stream game experience. But I've never tried any of them. I have been tempted in the VR version, but VR, if you've never done horror experiences in VR before, it takes that overwhelming sense of tension and anxiety of just wanting to be anywhere but where you are, which is what I feel when I play things like Amnesia or Insomnia or whatever. And if you do that in VR, it is almost too much. Except again, in something like Resident Evil, where you've got rocket launchers and bazookas and all that fun stuff. Where the zombies should be afraid of you and not vice versa. Until Dawn, that's the game I'm thinking of. It was a PlayStation exclusive, I think. An excellent, like, choose-your-own-adventure style video game that had a pretty fun, campy horror. And it looked real pretty, too. And I think they have a bunch more of those now. That might be more up my alley. Anyways, time to get my head on some Splatoon, as you guys saw. Not doing so hot today. Well, he's got a fully charged vacuum gun ready to rain fire down on somebody. Took all my crab tank. Meat. Juice. Meat. Do you guys ever think to yourselves, just stop and go, man, imitation crab meat, what a weird product category. I mean, I don't have that thought very often. I don't think I've ever had that thought until just right now. But I'm thinking about crab meat, and now I think, man, what a weird product category. Have you guys ever had that thought? Why do we have a thing, imitation crab meat, where, like, everybody knows it's not, it's like even marketed as like, hey, it's crab meat, but it's not really, and nobody knows it is, but why don't they just call it, you know, blended fish product? I guess that probably answers itself, but if you didn't know, if you buy, like, if you get crab from like a salad bar or something, comes in that nice little white long cylinder, that shit ain't crab. That shit's like dog food but fish. It's like a bunch of fish blend. But everybody knows this. They still call it crab. We're all kind of cool with it. Not really sure what the point of any of that is. Imitation crab meat. Who thought we'd be talking about that today? Go, go, yellow team, go! Looking pretty good. But far from guaranteed. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Exodus says that imitation crab meat is actually Alaskan pollock. Well, thanks. Whew. Just barely by 0.9. Excellent job, blue team. There was not even a blue team on either side. Where I got that, I don't know. Excellent job, yellow team. We're Pissman's color. And he's taking us to victory. Great job, everybody. Looks like we also have our buddy Carpe Byatt is here as well. And maybe even one more person to join. Fingers crossed. Carl. I don't know who Carl is, but I'm happy he's here. He's got an exclamation mark in his name. You know, that means he's got to be good people. Carl. We're playing with Carl. Not just any Carl, but fucking Carl. With a K. Okay, the first bag is down, and our first communication error of the day. All things considered, not a bad run. I'll go and make our second room here. Hopefully we can get everybody to join us again. Even Hot Carl. And while we're waiting for folks to join, let's get our second volcano bag of the day. Oh, Exodus says Alan Wake is a good action game horror. Exodus, couldn't agree more. Exodus, as we said yesterday, you're a man of fine tastes. Alan Wake is an excellent action horror game. It is just amazing. Love it so much. Loved it back when I played it in the summer of 2010. Really enjoyed that DLC, New American Nightmare. And anxiously awaiting a potential, it's supposed to seriously happen, Alan Wake 2 at some point soon. And while we're on the subject, Exodus, if you haven't played it, from the same developer, the people who made Max Payne 1 and 2, made Alan Wake, which is a conscious, knowing nod, like, to Stephen King. The Sam Lake, I think, is the guy who creates it. Listed him as an influence, and you can definitely tell. They're not follow-up, but they're a follow-up to that game. They're follow-up to the follow-up. That came out in 2019. Control, I think, is even better than Alan Wake. It is an incredible game. If you have not played it, I think you can routinely find it for like $5 or $10 now. It is also an action horror game about a shadowy government agency that I absolutely loved. And if you guys haven't tried that, must check it out. Again, while it is horror, I keep, making all these caveats to my I don't like horror games. But that is one where, the protagonist just has no fear of getting destroyed by a single roving zombie or whatever. While it is terrifying at times, it is not terrifying in that way of feeling of like hopeless odds, constant anxiety. But why am I going for this hammer guy? I just should run. Poor dude ran right into my crab tank spray. Oh, and exciting Splatoon news! Although, maybe I don't even need to share it because maybe history might repeat itself. We'll know very soon. I'll either share after 2 more games or not, because the outcome may be the same. Boy, these guys just like swimming into my paint, my ink. Makes it real easy for me, which is the way I like it. Oh no, we were getting it from all sides there. Blue is making a hell of a push here for the final 30 seconds. We'll see if we can't make a comeback ourselves. Oh no! Oh my god, sorry, orange team. Looks like we're gonna maybe lose it here at the very, very end. Although I'd love to be wrong. Sucks. Oh well, excellent game, orange team. Sorry, had a little falling apart there at the end. And ooh, Exodus says control is amazing, and that the pistol is underrated. Excellent taste, Exodus. You know what you're talking about. You know your video games, because control is amazing. Well, I did go down to an 11.5. I'm always trying to get the super fresh rating, which means you have to get a score of 15 on that meter, which means 15 wins. Not necessarily all in a row. Every game you win, you get 1 point. Every game you lose 1 point, except after 10 points, where you lose 1.5 points in only game 1. I was optimistic that we were going to make it to the big 15 finally on a weapon, which I hadn't had. Except psych! For the first time last night since Splatoon came out, I finally had a weapon go super fresh. I literally hit 14 or 14.5 7 times before making it to the 15. No thanks to me, all thanks to my my Splatoon partner, my wife Bert, who is a much better Splatoon player than I am. She carried my ass over the finish line and got me that super fresh. But we can maybe get super fresh on a totally different weapon. Sure, we lost that one, but there is still a reason to hope, especially if I could get lucky. Not that time, but maybe soon. Okay. All right, no more Exodus talk. Sorry. No more control talk. No more horror games talk. No more super fresh talk. I'm only thinking of Splatoon. Sorry, Kaka. Oh no, got Dark Biden. I thought it was supposed to be Dark Brandon. So hard keeping up on all the memes. Ooh, sniped. And I think that was kind of my fault. I slowed down right, let him make an easy shot on me. Dark Biden getting his vengeance. Oh, I hope I can still outrun these. Barely. It's a Trizuka. Missed him. Hopefully my teammates can avenge me. Looking good, blue team. Close game, but I think we are winning at the moment. Ooh, shit. I think I got a shot from 3 sides right there. And Orange Team has definitely taken the lead now. Oh, damn. They were all up in our base, which means that some of them have died and that hopefully we can get out there and make a difference. Nope, not me. I'm not going to be helping make any kind of a difference. Not at all. And that's going to be game, I'm afraid. Another close one. Spent too much time narrating, not enough playing. Pissman says he hates people. Sometimes Pissman is what we call an occasional misanthrope. A misanthrope when the mood strikes. We got players waiting to join. Is it going to be Carl? Carl's back. Hot Carl has rejoined the crew. Carl with a K and an exclamation mark. Carl is not a friend of mine, but Carl is a friend to all of the proletariat. Carl is Pissman's friend. Well, Pissbed, tell Carl we appreciate him being here. And we love that exclamation. And tell Carl, while I 100% believe in religion is the opiate of the masses, it also turns out, Carl, that opiate is the opiate of the masses. Anybody who's lived through the 2010s can tell you that too. Oh, that's gonna be a vacuum gun. Don't feed that beast. Aw, poop. Sniped by the dog. Ooh, a lot to paint back at home, which I will do while I am here. Take care of some of these corners. If I'm gonna be dead and all. I have a problem. I cannot. If I know anybody named Carl, it is a sickness with me. It is something I'm ashamed of about myself. I cannot help myself. If somebody's named Carl, I'm gonna call them Hot Carl. And it's just, I can't help it. I cannot help it. If I know a Carl, they're gonna be a Hot Carl by the end of the week. And it's bad. I mean, even if they don't mind being called Hot Carl and me talking about their attractiveness, I'm referring to taking a shit on your chest. I think that's what a Hot Carl is. The same thing as a Cleveland steamer, if my Urban Dictionary patois is still as good as I hoped. But if your name's gonna be part of a revolting sex act, it should be a Hot Carl. Well, that was dumb. I had my crab tank and everything, and I just let that dude destroy me. And I think it might cost us the game and everything. But we shall see. Maybe if I spent less time complaining and more time spreading ink. I don't think it's going to be enough. Totally wrong. Way to go, pink team. That one's going to be, you know what? We're going to do our, go ahead and fill up our third bag here. And I bet you guys can guess who this bag is going to be for. It's going to be for our friend Hot Carl. Leading us to victory. 9-1. Holy shit. Woo! Not just Hot Carl. Roku getting 6-1, and our boy Pissman a 10-3. You guys unleashed a violent storm on poor green team, the likes I had never seen before. Hot Carl, I know you're not watching, but this bag's for you, my friend. They've got a Splatlandian youth on the other side, which usually means that that person is a newbie, but it could be somebody smurfing. Speaking of smurfing, that is a phrase that I had forgotten. I'd actually been trying to remember what that term was for somebody who's sandbags in video games. Makes an account to make them seem less good than they are. States with a fresh account. The term is smurfing, where you make a smurf account to make people think you are worse than you are. It's like sandbagging. And I'd forgotten it and was trying to think of it, and I was talking to my wife. It's like, oh, there's a name for that when somebody does that. And coincidentally, just rediscovered it when I watched, finally, I'm like 3 episodes in. That's going to go badly for me. And it is incredible. I'm going to give you a Paramount Plus TV recommendation. I haven't finished it, but the beginning is just delightful. It's a show called Players, which, if you've seen American Vandal on Netflix, one of the greatest pieces of satire in forever, a Netflix satire about documentaries, 2-season wonder show. The first one is about who drew the dicks, a kid getting expelled from school for maybe drawing penises on teachers' cars, and it's a mockumentary about like true crime documentaries and stuff. It's just one of the best. And those guys finally developed a new show, and it's called Players on Paramount Plus. And it is the same sort of mockumentary style. But this time, their target is sports documentaries. And the way they're going to make fun of them is by doing a really excellent League of Legends style, or, I mean, it really is League of Legends, mockumentary about a League of Legends esports team. And it is incredible. Couldn't recommend it more. And I forgot why we were talking about it. I think I saw somebody who I speculated might have been smurfing, which is where I heard the term again. In Players on Paramount Plus, of all places. Whoops. Well, that was dumb. I think I also had my ultimate, which I didn't use. Save us, Carl. Keep us in the game, Hot Carl. I'll try to watch your spot here, Roku. Looks like it's gonna be okay. I hadn't really seen them in a while. Wonderful job. Hell of a game, pink team. Players. Again, it's Paramount Plus. A thing I never thought I would recommend. The satire is just fantastic. The writing. I mean, I don't play League of Legends, but it feels absolutely like these people know the game of League of Legends through and through. It doesn't feel pandering or cheap. It doesn't feel like it's making fun of the people, and because they play League of Legends, it feels like it's mocking the people because they're pieces of shit or assholes or whatever the case may be, but not because it's about, hey, isn't it funny that people play video games for a living? That isn't the target. The target is the crazy people that choose to do that for a living, but doesn't mock the concept. It is just razor sharp, super funny, and even if you're like me, you don't know anything about League of Legends, if you are just a fan of video games, I think you will appreciate it. From somebody, just a team taking video games very seriously, and choosing to make fun of them in a way that isn't just like, ha ha ha, nerds play video games in their mom's basement, isn't that funny? I mean, there's some of that, but that's, it isn't the point. I've got a bad many directions. It was gonna be hard to get out of. I was strapped in a real corner right there. The guy with the Gatling gun sweeping around the corner, and above me was a guy looks like he had some Android gear on. Well, it looks like Orange has got us corralled in pretty heavily to begin with. Holy shit! Tried to sneak around him, but oh, KY 3166 showing no resistance, that KY. And stopping my assault. Really. Finally got my... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. There were still two more behind him, though. Wow, we have not made it out of our base more than... It looks like one of us made it to the midpoint, and that's as far as we've gotten. These guys have our number. Oh, that's a nice lucky splat. I'll take that. I'll take that. Not built that Ford tough, are you, F-150? The world's best-selling vehicle, so, who's laughing now? Ooh. I could have splatted them. I could have been a hero. Oh no! Wiped out with 1 second left, but it looked like we were really somehow making a comeback, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, but their base is so poorly filled out. Ah, oh, nuts. Man, that was intense. No hate. Ain't even mad. Wow, that was we really almost had that, which I did not think was possible. Excellent game. Blue team, I think really were blue team that time. Just not meant to be. Close. And a low scoring game, all things considered. Oh, Carl. I feel like I let Carl down with his 7-3. Well, we're at a 10.5. A 15 is still within reach. If we just get a 5-game streak, which is not what is happening right now, perfect. We get ourselves our second communication error. Still not that bad. Not that worried that it's a sign of things to come. I'm going to go ahead and make ourselves a room again. I hope you guys would like to join us again. If you do, feel free to join. In the meantime, I'm going to go and do our second dab of this stream. Switch over here. Finish this bag out. Oh, I forgot to put on food. I may have to do that. Anyways, I'll do it on our next break. Here we go. Let's get ourselves a dab. Thanks for joining, Roku. An ill-advised second dab here. Cool. And actually, Roku, I lied. I'm going to leave the room real quick. I'm going to be selfish. I'm going to go put on some food while I'm thinking about it. And then I will remake that room if you'd like to join me again. I appreciate it. Thanks for waiting and being patient. Well, I put on some fresh chow here. Dope. Oh, and I'm going to swap back over there. Second dab done. As big as the first. Making our room again. And it looks like nobody was online that time. Although, that isn't necessarily a reflection of what's actually out there. It's Nintendo. Okay, how have we done so far today? It feels like we've had a pretty good run, but I had a repeat yesterday in that time where I got my super fresh on the Splatoon-matic. I repeated my best streak ever at 10 wins in a row. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And my wife did one better. She went to 11. She demolished my streak. But she is a better Splatoon player, so to be expected. Looks like it might just be Roku and I for the moment. Pissman seems to maybe have left the building and taken our buddy Carl with him. Blessed hot Carl. What was the name of the dude when we first started playing Splatoon who we used to pray to? I had like a 10-game losing streak. Ethan! Ethan was the god of Splatoon for a while. I forgot all about the whole Ethan bit. Early in our Splatoon 3 days, there were some real rough losing patches, and then we had a young man named Ethan who took us to salvation and broke the 10-game win streak. Win-loss. Communication error. Okay, well, Roku, golly, I'm sorry. That's real obnoxious. Sorry about that. I'm going to do the whole close the game and reopen it and try again. It has had a lot of success for me in the very recent past, including yesterday. I had 10 whole games in a row that I not only won, but I, even more astoundingly, never communication errored out of, which is, again, the more astounding streak. Thankfully, it's pretty quick to get back there. Roku, would love it if you joined me again. Understandable if you finally said, enough of this S. I'm out of here. H. I don't know why you need to bleep out H, though. What is this little thing everybody's talking about? This little gross elephant thing. It's everywhere out here. I don't get it. And like a good human being, things that I don't understand anger me, upset me, and I don't like them. So, not sure what everybody's talking about there in the lobby. Drawing that little weird figurine. We got egg! Maybe we'll get lucky in egg slash... Wait, what is... Raw Fury? Raw Fury? Is that your name on YouTube? Egg, if you're out there. Anyways, Roku, feel free to join me again if you'd like. Egg, if you're out there, happy to have you as well. We'll give it a second, and while we're waiting, not that we need it, we will do our 4th volcano bag. It is Thanksgiving Eve. One of the things that I remember from like my 2nd grade play about how the Native Americans and the Pilgrims created the first Thanksgiving was that the day before they all got super fucking baked. They all got high off some massive hemp blunts. John Smith, Pocahontas, Squanto, the guy who created the Roanoke colony. Who else am I forgetting? George Washington, Sacagawea. They were all there for that first Thanksgiving, and they were all there to share that first hemp blunt together on the Thanksgiving Eve. I played Sacagawea's illegitimate love child to whatever one it was, Lewis or Clark, in the play. We do have egg. Welcome, Egg. Thanks for waiting, Roku. Fingers crossed that the close and restart of the application will fix some of our issues. We'll just have to see. We can at least certainly hope it will stop me from telling tales of Thanksgiving plays of years past. Sir Walter Raleigh. That's the dude I forgot. Fuck. Did they kill Sir Walter Raleigh? He was the Roanoke dude, right? Did he, like, get executed or some shit, too? But remember, Thanksgiving is a tradition that's definitely real, and definitely all of that stuff happens, and enjoy the turkey. Oh, that's bad. I didn't try to stop it. I didn't try to go a different way. I was resigned to my fate. I just saw the guy coming, and all I could muster was a, oh, that's bad. Oh, man. I really bungled that one up. Should have had the dude, but ran out of ink. Planned that very poorly. This is not going to go well. Nope. Good luck to you, yellow team. I'm going to try to sneak your way, Roku. Well, it looks like we've got the momentum for the moment. That was nice. Holy shit, got him twice. What a great name. $9.99 plus tax. Poor dude. All right, yellow team. It is ours to lose at the moment. Sorry I'm not out there to help. But I think we're going to have made a comeback for the ages. Nicely done, everybody. Hot damn. What a weird smattering of paint, too, man. They have so many big splotches in our base. It's such a strange yellow, like, arrow through the middle of it all. It looks like a team that pushed at the very end to a team that had the whole thing on lockdown for a long time. Great job, everybody. I feel so bad for poor $10. Let's just call him $10. I annihilated him 3 times in a row right there at the very end. Having had that similar experience, this is just a frustrating way to go. Oh no, we lost Egg! Exodus says, do you by chance have a favorite strain? Exodus, not much of a strain guy. I'll try not to go too much into my whole spiel. Yeah, not super into strains in a big way, because I mostly love edibles and do mostly vape cartridges and stuff for review, where strain is a lot less, it matters a lot less in things like edibles, and especially distillate cartridges where, you know, all the terpenes are extracted out anyways. But if I do enjoy flower, and I had to give an answer to like what I prefer, I guess my ultimate favorite would probably still be Gorilla Glue, but it's mostly just because of frequency fallacy, or what's the bias, availability heuristic, where it's just like, it's the one I've had the most, where I've had the best experiences, but that's not necessarily correlated because of that strain. It's just I was at places that had really good weed, and that weed happened to be Gorilla Glue. Long answer to your question, but Gorilla Glue, number 4. How about yourself, Exodus? Are you, what's your favorite strain? You an indica or sativa guy? I will, before the stream's out, I will, oh my God. Thank you, Digit. Finally took that guy out. Been chasing his ass for a long time. Before we end the stream today, I will make my oft-pitched suggestion for a great video. If there are any web producers of good content out there that want to make an excellent video that I think you can pretty much guarantee will go viral and would have the sort of scandalous results that we are all hoping for, I will share that with you. I've said it many times, so if you've heard it before, I'm so sorry. But I really am think it would be great. I'll talk about it after this game because it's real close. Oh, please don't die! Please don't die! Still alive! Still alive! Ooh, outplayed there, hard. All right, blue team, it's gonna be close. It looks like we have got the advantage for sure. There is one guy out there pushing pretty hard. I'm gonna say that's gonna be us, though. Later, Egg. Hope to see you again soon. Exodus says, what about your favorite cart flavor? Excellent follow-up question. I'm gonna go with my favorite cart brands real quick. Plug Play, probably all-time favorite everything. Check out our reviews. But I do like CZ, I do like Raw Garden, and I will give a heads up, this heavy hitters that I'm reviewing right now, I've been doing it all week, really is just fucking incredible, super expensive, but it is outstanding stuff. It's heavy hitters. In terms of like favorite flavor there, I don't like the super earthy, piney tasting stuff. I like things that taste like weed, so usually live resin has a very weed-like taste, but that have a sweeter type or more lemony type profile, generally speaking. And Exodus says that he's an indica guy and Wedding Crashers is his favorite strain. I don't think I've ever actually had the wedding. No, it's not true. I definitely have had Wedding Crashers before. And it tastes like Baba Ganoush. Who would have thought, back in the summer of 2005, that 17 years later, the biggest star of Wedding Crashers would be the douchebag boyfriend, Zach, played by Bradley Cooper. A total nobody back then. Oh, this is bad. Oh, that's bad. That was a bad place to be. They killed me. They killed me good. And I can't say I didn't deserve it. I'm going to try to go to J64 Jazz. Risky move, but looks like it paid off. Uh-oh. I saw a little lag. I saw my dude down there just teleport a little bit. It looks like we're having some networking issues again. Not sure what this is all about. It's the first time I've seen it this stream. Rutro. Oh, that was the dude I just saw lag. Sniper with the heavy splatling. James Oa Oa says, what are you smoking? This is some, I think, Skywalker is what I have in the volcano right now, my vaporizer. And welcome, James. James, who's enjoying some Mad Labs Indica. Well, thanks, James. Hope you're having a good one. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, too. You're an American. Oh, shit. It's way super close. Sorry, I've been not paying attention at all. J64, I'm going to try to come to you, buddy. I had an opportunity to take the dude out, and I blew it. Oh my god, J64 is just holding it down out there on their own base. All right, I got to get my head in the game here. Oh no! I still didn't get him. Oh shit, behind us. But I think, hopefully, the fact that there are 3 of us right at their doorstep means we won. Fingers crossed. We'll just have to see. Well, thanks, James. Right back to you, my friend. Roku, were we on different teams? I hadn't noticed. Holy shit, I had some amazing teammates that time. And yes, I'm sorry, guys. It looks like we were on opposite teams. And it put me on with some real killers, man. I had 0 splats. Woof. Let's figure out what's going on. I'm gonna hit stop. Did I forget to make ourselves a room? That can't be. Let's try this again. Regular battle. Create a room. Fingers crossed. Well, thanks, Exodus. Same to you as well. And of course, anybody who I haven't had the opportunity to say happy Thanksgiving Eve. Of course, that phrase to you then. Enjoy your turkey, your football, your pumpkin pie, your what else do people do on Thanksgiving? Parade, your all of those traditions, or none of those, however you choose to spend it. And of course, if you're not from America, have a great Thursday. Unless, of course, you're many hours ahead or behind, have a great Friday or Wednesday. Is this going to be all of us? Let's see. I think so. By the way, we've clawed ourselves back up to a 13.5, which doesn't mean we are 1 game away, but we are 2 wins in a row away from getting super fresh on a second weapon. The Splash-O-Matic. I'll be super fresh on the Sploosh and Splash. Let's do it, Roku. Also on Paramount Plus, the reason I subscribed, by the way, was to watch my beloved show review. But while I'm there, checking out things like the aforementioned Players, which is excellent, and watching for a second time Bummer. Sorry about that, Roku. One more try before we exit out again. Fingers crossed. Another excellent Paramount Plus recommendation if any of you have the service, which probably not, seeing how few people are subscribed to it. But if you are, just a delightful, incredible Comedy Central show called Detroiters, a 2-season wonder, starring the dude from the best sketch comedy show ever, I Think You Should Leave, Tim Robinson, and Sam Richardson, one of the guys in that show. It's a show about 2 ad executives in Detroit, and their wacky, crazy lives in the wacky, crazy city of Detroit. It's a truly hysterical show. And if you have ever seen I Think You Should Leave and you enjoy it, again, the best sketch comedy ever, you'll probably enjoy the show Detroiters. Oops, sorry, I forgot to hit start with this crew. Fingers crossed our networking woes are over. Hard to know. Battle time. At least got a first game in. All right. Uh-oh. I see 3 matching name plates, which makes me think that they are on a team. Which makes me think they're ringers. That's okay. I'm going to scrub those thoughts from my head. And I'm just going to play some Splatoon. Barely survived that. Oh man, oh thank you Ladybug and avenging me. Decent start. Damn, that's a nice killer whale right there. Well, I don't see very many of them at the moment. That's because they're behind me. Wasn't paying attention. Made an easy target for him, even in my crustacean tank. Sorry, Sif. Splatoon 2 boy. Well, Ninja Dude, I don't know if that's gonna really amount to that much up there, but that's okay. Well, guys, that now puts us in striking distance, 1 game away from a super fresh with this weapon. Roku, thank you so much, man. Excellent game. Wow, we've been having some real success today. Fingers crossed we can take it over the finish line and get our white flag, I think is what color it turns into. It goes from red to white. Seems like a downgrade to me, but what do I know? Egg's back! Welcome back, Egg. Thanks for being here. Egg, we are on the cusp. On the cusp, the very edge of a super fresh splash. And then this dude's got a splash and a sploosh at a super fresh. But I've been here many, 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 many times before and fallen quite hard. So just gonna put on my game face, do my weed, battle time. There's going to be no commentating, no narrating, no speculating from my part. You're not going to hear a word from me. You're just going to see laser focus like you've never seen before. It's going to happen. I believe in me. Seriously. Starting right now. Holy shit! The haters said it could never be done. The doubters trying to get me doubting. They said this man could never go a game without saying a word. It's never going to happen. This asshole has to talk. They said he'll never do it. He'll never manage to go 3 minutes without opening his fucking mouth. And today we proved him wrong. Today, on this day, Thanksgiving Eve, the day before Jesus' birthday. No, that's Christmas. Whatever happened, whatever Thanksgiving is, I forget. It's all doesn't make sense to me. On the day before, not Jesus' birth, but probably somebody's, we did it. We managed to go 3 whole minutes without saying a word in a match. We proved the haters wrong. It feels triumphant. What an accomplishment. I've got goosebumps. You can't see them. They don't, but if you could, you'd believe me. I mean, I don't see them either, but it feels like this is a moment where I should have goosebumps. We did it, guys. 3 whole minutes without speaking during a game. Nailed it. I've been trying to do it for months now, and finally pulled it off. Let's keep it going. Maybe I can make it 2 games without speaking. Maybe even 3. Who knows? I do like to talk when playing Splatoon. But you know, after seeing the results of that game, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should be speaking less and splatting more. The results kind of seem to speak for themselves. At least I didn't die. All right, no, I'm supposed to not be talking. I play better when I don't talk. I wanted to go 2 games in a row without speaking. That's what we were striving for. Wrecked by Boom with the Splatbrella. Boom. Boy, I like saying boom. It's like mixing Goober and Doom. Egg, I hope you didn't squid jump to me because things aren't going to go well for you. If you did, my God, thank you so much, by the way, Pink Team, whatever color we wore last time. What a victory. I never saw that one coming. I mean, it wasn't what we were playing for there, but I'll take a win regardless. Oh, that's a vacuum. Don't feed the beast. Don't feed the beast. Oh, I got poor Goom again. The psychology of video games and your aptitude at them is so weird. I can't explain why I've been so good recently. I was dreadful for the past like month. I had a period where I was pretty good. Then it was awful. Then it was okay. It was awful. And now I'm back to being not bad again. And I can't, it must just be the, not actually me, but just the, it's just gotta be random fluctuations. Like, I'm just playing against a bunch of streaks of bad teams and played against a bunch of streaks of good teams. It has less to do with my skill going up or down and more with just the randomness of matchmaking and then your perceived pattern making. But it has been nice to win a lot recently. Well, that gets us kicked out of our lobby there because of the every 2-hour match change up and whatnot. Let's go ahead and use this as an excuse to take our final dab break, our third and final dab that we definitely don't need to do. While that's happening, I'll go ahead and make our regular room here. I hope we get Roku and Egg back. Which again, thank you everybody. I've been rambling a lot. Holy shit, super fresh. That's crazy. I really had never had it happen before. Now I had it happen on 2 different weapons in 2 different days. Back to the whole weird, you know, streaky nature of skill when it comes to this game, where it's like some game days I just don't seem to do very well at all, and then others have a pretty good, decent day. Anyways, final dab. Thank you again, guys. That was a lot of fun. I'm gonna go do that dab. And we will play our final stretch of games, and hopefully keep having as much luck as we've had so far. Be right back. Was it unreleased? Somebody yesterday was asking me if I would ever play Smash Brothers on stream, and I said I would, and I still would love to. I don't think it's going to happen today, but whoever it was, unreleased or whomever, please let me know, and I will definitely. Thank you, Siri. I'll definitely try to make that happen. We'll just do it on a day where I know you will be here. Let me know if you're around. Holy shit. Okay. Maybe a little excessive, but that's what we're here for. And that's what the Thanksgiving Eve is all about. That's what all those people got together for. Had that first meal. No, that I can't remember what we were doing. We were talking about making up some kind of Thanksgiving lore, which is, of course, apropos. All Thanksgiving lore is mythologizing, but I don't remember exactly what bullshit we said. So we'll just use that as an excuse to cut that thread and get back into the laser focused Splatoon we were on. I think we lost our buddy Egg, though. Egg, if you're out there, feel free to hop in again if you'd like. We were having some real great games. I forgot to switch over. Excuse me. My bad. Super high. Great sign. Thank you, Roku. And there we go. Hoi Polloi says, what's your favorite cart brands at the moment, bro? Well, welcome, Hoi Polloi. Thank you for deigning to take some time out of your day to come speak with us, plebeians. But great question, and the answer, as always, is plug play. Oh shit, we lost Roku. Oh no, I'm just in regular queue now. I don't know any of these people, and it won't let me quit out. My bad. Hoi Polloi, my favorite cart is, or vape brand is Plug Play. Caveat about them is you must have your, oh, Roku's back there. Although, Roku, I'm gonna guess we are probably in danger of being on separate teams again. I've never seen it where it pulls up that whole list of remaining players unless it's in single queue. And then, Hoi Polloi, the other one, and this is, there's some recency bias here, which I will admit, so take that into account. But I've been really, really, really loving this heavy hitters that I have right here. Started reviewing it on Sunday, I believe, and it's just great. It's an excellent, excellent pen. It is super expensive, but it's great stuff. Not as good as Plug Play, but one that I have no problem recommending. Hoi Polloi says that they are good, I guess referring to Plug Play, and that he likes the Select Click line. Tried them the other day, and they are good, and even better than Steezy, in his opinion. I have not tried them yet. I've seen them in my dispensary. I'm always hesitant to buying another battery, but I'm not... Oh, shit. What the fuck was I doing? I'm not surprised that they are good. Select usually makes pretty great stuff. So I may have to finally pick them up for review. I'm sure I can find somebody giving away a battery at some point. Although my qualms are more environmental with more batteries than the actual having to purchase one. Although, I'm not going to say I have it. I'm not going to say that I have we'll have it out anytime soon, but I do have a complete review. No promises on when it will be out. For a very cool product, I think from Left Coast Carts is the name. That unofficially, but definitely does they made so that it fits in a Steezy pen shape. They're not paying any licensing, but their product you can use in a Steezy battery, and it fits just fine. Which I think is great, actually. And I hope it doesn't ever get them in any kind of trouble. And it was pretty much just as good as Steezy as well. But I hope to see some more of that from people who use proprietary battery systems. Okay, Uninspired. Holy shit, thank you so much. That's incredibly, incredibly nice, man. I will take a moment and read your comment here in just a bit after this game. And thank you so much. Super, super generous of you. Ooh, close one. Close. Purple is definitely ahead at the moment. We got 20 seconds to maybe turn it around. We'll see what, if anything, we can do here. Fingers crossed. Uninspired, thank you again. That is very, very generous. And he asks, what is your favorite type of Asian food? Chinese, Thai, etc. Excellent question. Never been asked before. And I've never even been asked as this subcategory. And I guess Korean? Love some Korean barbecue. I would say Korean, Chinese, Indian, Thai, and then at that point it gets fuzzier for me, and my cultural ignorance will start to show more. Oh, it looks like it is just Roku and I again. We lost that one, didn't we? Yes. Holy shit! I went down from a 16.5 down to a 13. You fall hard and fast when you're at Super Fresh. That makes sense. And there's our communication error. That also seems to track with the weirdness that was going on there. So yes, I would go Korean, Chinese, Indian, Japanese, maybe? That sounds about right. How about yourself, Uninspired? Where would you rank them all? I do have, though, try this one more time here. Eggs downloading the Monster Hunter update at the moment. I need to get back into some Rise. God, do I love Monster Hunter Rise. What a great game on the Switch. Also on the PC. I think it's on the Steam Deck as well, although there's no crossplay. Played a bunch when the expansion first came out and haven't come back to any of the updates, but knowing there's a new one, may have to do it. Exodus asks, anyone here like Brass Knuckles? And then Hoi Polloi says, I haven't seen Brass Knuckles since the black market, but oh my god, were those bussin'. Hoi Polloi, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Brass Knuckles seem to have disappeared after the black market counterfeit scandal of 2019-2020. They seem to be a victim of their own success, where they were one of the brands that was getting people sick the most. And not because it was actually Brass Knuckles, but because they were the most successful brand here in Southern California. It meant that they were the most counterfeited one, which meant that they were the ones most likely to have the stuff like vitamin E acetate that were getting people sick. And I think that kind of killed the brand. I thought that was true for heavy hitters as well, but they have slowly been expanding back, and I'm glad that they are, because again, this is excellent. They were always kind of the played second fiddle to brass knuckles before, but this is such good stuff. Well, Roku, let's give it another chance here. Hoi Polloi has tried Left Coast as well. He says that Left Coast for him doesn't hit as hard as Steezy, but they're okay. Not as good as Steezy for him, for sure, though. Totally get that. I hadn't had Steezy in a while. They were substantially cheaper than the Steezy brand at the dispensary I was. I think by like maybe about 40% cheaper. So wouldn't surprise me if the quality wasn't as good, but I still think it is a pretty damn good product, and I really admire the fact that they are compatible with the Steezy battery as well. It's just great for everybody because Steezy is the monolith, and almost everybody has a Steezy battery. So why, instead of beat them, join them, just use their own product against them. I could imagine a capitalist dystopic hellscape where that means we're going to have an arms race in pods. You're going to have a Keurig type situation at some point, I could imagine, where Steezy wants to lock down their battery technology just as much as their pods, and does something like where your pod you buy from them has a little QR code at the bottom that your Steezy has to read, and if it doesn't recognize the QR code, it doesn't allow you to use it. God forbid that ever happens. I hope I didn't put some idea in some executive's mouth, but or head, I mean. But I wouldn't be surprised if something awful like that was to happen. People got to make their money. Man, I cannot believe I survived that. I just foolishly was like, I'm doomed. I'm just going to run head first into him. And somehow did not die. It's probably because they're not very good. Jack Best didn't even try to move out of the way of my crab tank there. Although, Carrot, pretty good with that Splash-O-Matic. Holy shit, blue team. Amazing first 2 minutes. A total domination. Picking up by Carrot again, proving he's the better Splash-O-Maticer. Shit, I mentioned a while ago I was gonna, give my idea out there for somebody to steal. Feel free, again, if you're a content producer with a budget. I think it'd be great for a Vice video. Vice, you got the budget for it. You get to school some know-it-alls. It would be great. What an excellent game, blue team. I'm going to take a break here, Roku. I'm sorry. I may play a little bit more, but I need a Splatoon break. My eyes are starting to bug. And I'm going to use this as my time to pitch my idea to the video executives that aren't out there of what people should do for an internet video. Here we go. I'm going to hit stop. Roku, hell of a game. Thank you so much for playing all of these games with me. Let me switch my camera over. Please, Roku, feel free to go ahead and play without me. I may be Splatoon out for the moment. We'll see if I can rally here. But, excuse me, before that, all right, strains, types of weed, cannabis, your indicas. Let's get this done. It'd be great. I promise. I promise, guys. It's great. Um, I would call it, give it a very pompous name. Call it the Trial of Humboldt. It would be called that because it's named after the trial of Paris, aka the Trial of California, a very famous wine tasting thing that blew the world, the doors, socks, blew something off of the wine aficionado world, the wine connoisseur, sommelier, douchebag world. In that, California wine growers wanted to prove that their wine was better than French wines. That actually, the only reason people looked down on California wines, which was a thing for a long time, that the only good wine in the world was from France. And the way that they proved this, that their wine is the best wine, is they held some basically devious taste tests with wine critics where they misled them in some ways. In other ways, it was a pretty legitimate experiment to test different wines of French and California vintage and then had them compare each other. And without fail, all of these wine critics and wine snobs preferred the Californian wines to the French wines. And at the end, aha, look, you dumbass wine critics, here you are telling everybody how much California wine sucks, how awful it is, and how only French wine is the best. But when you don't have the label in front of you and you're just tasting the product and you don't know what it is, you actually prefer the Californian wines. So that is the setup. The Trial of Humboldt would be, there are people who say that they can discern. I would go very broad. It wouldn't even be specific strains or this or that. It would just be indica or sativa. I would have some weed experts, people who proclaim to be the sommeliers of the weed world. I don't know if they have a pretentious title yet, but I'm sure they're developing it. Your people who are very particular about their individual strains and their terpene profiles, and they can only have indica or sativa. No hate if that's you, not at all. But I would love to do that thing, exact same kind of scenario, take all of those people and then just put them in front of weed that is unlabeled. Indica and sativa strains, of course, have judges know ahead of time which is which, and just have them guess. Try to come up with if this is an indica or sativa and see if anybody does better than chance. My guess is not, but that's why there should be a big high budgeted video to put that to the test. Because look, even 50 years after the trial of Paris fiasco happened, assholes like me are still talking about it. I don't think anybody's done this for weed yet. Do it here. Everybody loves, having a gotcha moment against somebody who is perceived as an expert. Vice, make it happen. Whatever other web content producers are out there. Let's get it done. Come on. Let's do it. Let's just do it. That's my pitch. And I'm sorry if you've heard it before. Wet my whistle. Other pitch. This is one I may end up doing myself. There's a lot of edibles now that call themselves nano emulsion, where they infuse the concentrate into the edible by a different process, the nano emulsion process, which is far more elaborate than it sounds. I guess most emulsions happen at nanoscale. That's kind of what I guess an emulsion is, like in a physicsy kind of definition. And this process is supposed to have a faster onset of getting high. And I don't believe that to be true. And That would be another good video idea for somebody. Test that out. See if anybody actually can perceive a difference in onset doing these nano emulsion. It wouldn't require the resources of the trial of Humboldt, but anyways. We're to the rambling, totally incoherent parts here. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everybody. Happy Splatoon playing. That third dab sent me over the moon and back. I'm going to go do my Thanksgiving Eve traditions, like everybody, which include normal Wednesday things like taking my dog for a walk and eating some food that isn't Thanksgiving food. We made it super fresh. We did it. Congrats to us. Thank you, Roku. Exodus, hoi polloi, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Grovel, I missed you. I saw your back. And I missed you saying that. I'm sorry. But this is also me saying, well, have a wonderful Thanksgiving, everybody. Probably not going to be here tomorrow. Who knows what the weekend will bring. I might be doing some mushrooms. But that's the story for next week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys real soon. Happy holidays.